Hi everyone, my name is Rishad. Today is the 2nd of June 2024. I'll be going over my weekly prediction for Nvidia. As usual, I'll be going over the monthly, weekly, and finally the daily charts, and then I'll switch over to the Excel sheet where we'll review last week's prediction and go over this one's the buy exit requirements, buy and sell requirements for this. But before getting into this video, it's important to make the disclaimer that all information here is completely educational, and therefore it is important to conduct your own analysis, whatever analysis that may be, to make sure you're comfortable with your position in the market. This video is completely educational, so please use it that way. This is not a trading guide or anything of the sort. This is just a record log of my predictions, and it is not meant to be a trading guide. This is just meant to be a record of what I think, where I think certain markets are going. So without further ado, let's get into the video. RSI, we can see, is clearly showing, the price action here shows how far Nvidia has gone up. So if I just reset this chart view here and we zoom in a little bit, we see since pretty much 2023 January, Nvidia has shot up. It went from 138, it's shot up 10 times in value in the last 2 years. So it has been a very, very adventurous ride for Nvidia. RSI is confirming price action, of course. ADX, although currently has a lower high, it is actually above both the DI plus and DI minus lines. Very, very, very good signal that the market is trending. Clearly, look how high this blue line is, and then the ADX being above both clearly shows we're in a highly trending, highly directional upwards market. We see this from the price action as well. Volume has been actually diverging from this price action. However, they're not exactly low values, but yes, they have been diverging. So it signals that the trend it was increasing for the first 3 months here, and then it's started to go down. So we see that there has been a little bit, the volume isn't confirming their movement as such, so we may be weakening in demand. And do keep in mind that next week with the stock split will be active for Nvidia, just a bit of news. So whatever it is now, it will be a 10 to 1 split. So do keep that in mind for if that applies to any of your trading strategies whatsoever. Similarly here, ADX above both the DI plus and DI minus. DI plus is above strong bull environment. We see this. RSI has lower lows. Here we can see again, similarly, weekly charts show that Nvidia has definitely been going up. However, this week we had a very doji high wave type of candle. Well, this would be a doji, it wouldn't be a high wave candle. So it signals market indecision. Now what do we do here? Immediately we take the high of this doji as the buy entry. However, since this low is far too close to the closing price of the week, I've decided to take 1,035 as an arbitrary value, which is around the same distance. So the high of this is 1,158, which is approximately 60 points away from the current spot price. So naturally, I want 60 points difference between the buy and sell stop order. So equally, whichever direction the market goes is where we will capture. And this also gives us enough room to ensure that we don't necessarily hit this support line here, since it may rebound from there. As such, this is what we gain from the weekly charts. Next, let's move to the daily charts. We'll see a very similar pattern here. So we had actually quite a very good rise, from the first 2 days actually. And then the GDP data came out, so that's where a lot of the market went down significantly in the last 2 days. And we see the same pattern with Nvidia. However, last week we actually made a loss of 1%. So our total percent change is now at 33.32%. And just for reference, since when we started on the 3rd of March 2024, let's just see the alpha generated by these predictions as of now. The 3rd of March 2024, 3rd of March. So this would be the week here where the closing price, let's say, for example, is 875.28, and now we are at around 1,100. So this is definitely much more than there's around a 7 or 8% alpha here if I remember correctly. This is very good returns. Now we buy when it crosses 1,158.19, the high of the doji. We sell when it falls below the support at 1,035. Target of 2%, trailing stop loss of 1%. If neither are hit, then we will close on Friday. So weekly trend is up, although that might change now Monthly trend similarly very strongly up for Nvidia. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.